Good morning, garden friends. Another day in cleaning up the garden beds. I'm actually going to be working on my other center garden bed. I'm running a little behind, but let me turn my camera around so that I can show you what I'm going to be focusing on today. Okay, so I'm going to get in here and get the bed cleaned up and some plants moved because my phlox here that I have, I'm going to move those because I'm going to be putting, this is like woodland phlox, but the ground cover, I'm going to be moving those and actually putting just regular phlox in here, get all of my daylilies cleaned up. My wallflowers, I think I'm just gonna just get them propped up more so because they're doing really well. Then my ornamental onions, get those guys trimmed back and just more or less getting things cleaned up in this garden bed. So let me go and get my supplies and get started on this area. All right, well, this is one thing that I want to share with you guys in regards to my black-eyed Susies, and part of the reason why I love them so much. Number one, they're low maintenance, and then number two, one of the things that I end up doing, because they do end up getting these black spots, and I think part of it is because it stays so compacted. And one of the things that I do is I go in and I'll yank those ones that have the black and then go down further and cut them out to allow for air circulation to eliminate those. And this is the stuff that I'm talking about. And then when I do that, look how nice and healthy those guys are. It doesn't seem to matter that they will sometimes get those black spots on there, but when I stay on top of it, it allows the air circulation for them. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, so got the bed all cleaned out and weighted, things cut back. Now I'm getting ready to plant in the phlox. I want a mound right here that I'm gonna put it, and I think that's it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get this bed watered, mulched, and then watered again. All right, so to mimic the other side, I'm actually putting some more of the phlox over here, and this is called eye candy. So it's a real pretty pink color that will flank over here. Head and work in here just to give some color and pull in with the yellow from the black-eyed Susies and the pink from the wallflowers. So let's go ahead and get these guys planted. Now water everything and then mulch the bed. Now the good thing about the phlox, low maintenance, doesn't require, a lot of food or anything like that. So that's part of the reason why in this garden bed, I'm wanting to grow this here, because it gets a lot of the afternoon sun, and then to have that carpet of what is this called again? The eye candy. Oh, look really pretty here. And that's the one good thing about phlox, like I said, low maintenance. After it blooms, go ahead and trim it back so it doesn't get too leggy, but will grow and travel. That way you have that nice carpeting of color. And then I'm just gonna pop some pansies in here. Just for that nice color. Now, because these violas were, these violas was on the clearance, I'm actually going to water them with the Proven Winners water soluble food to help perk these guys back up. Okay, let me turn the camera around. You guys can see. See, that'll end up being a really nice color to the garden. And I know a lot of times people will do the mass planting, violas, and pansies. But it's so weird. I actually like to see the ground in my garden. That way you have the definition of being able to enjoy everything. But that's just me. That's just my style. So let me go ahead and get the other batch of violas in that spot, and then get the other phlox on the other corner taken care of. Okay, so it is all done. I so love when I weed my garden, get a nice fresh coat of mulch on it, and it just looks so nice. A couple things I did. My daylilies, I ended up cutting those guys back and tried to get a lot of the yellow off of it so that a new bud will pop up like this one. As long as I take care of them, I have constant blooms. Got my violas planted along with the phlox that I think is going to end up looking very pretty. And then this is the other type of phlox, but it's a ground cover, and gets these gorgeous pink flowers on them. I just cleaned up my wallflowers. Guys, I'm not going to cut it back until the spring, but look at those gorgeous flowers that it gets on. And usually in season they are full, and it doesn't die back. It will stay green, but I am going to trim it this spring when I start to see new growth. And I also trimmed up my cherry yucca because it was getting a little leggy. And as always, my black-eyed Susies are just so gorgeous. I just so love these guys. And then these are my Veronicas that I have back here. That's another, no, that's Sylvia right there. And everything is just looking really, really good. And then my Bloodgood Japanese maple is loving its life here. It has grown very, very nicely. And for those of you who think you cannot have Japanese maples in full sun, you got to be careful as far as the ones that you choose, because like I said, this is a Bloodgood, and she is just looking so very pretty. And then I put a nice healthy layer of mulch on the bed. I'm kind of hoping it will help keeping the Bermuda grass from growing up in here, but it only seems to grow along the edge here. And maybe I might have Kevin do something along the edge to keep it from growing up under the metal. But this ended up turning out so nice. All right, guys, I am so happy with how the bed turned out. And it's funny that just cleaning your garden can make me smile, because I believe in, you know, the work that we gardeners put in to be able to enjoy our hard work, our labor of love, and things turn out as beautiful as they do. Well, thank you again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner, and I look forward to you checking out my next video.